Welcome.
What's up? Welcome, everyone. Before we get the show started, we would like to. So, this episode or this podcast is brought to you by a very special sponsor, and that sponsor is Mask Familiar. Thank you for jumping on board with Mask Familiar. They've come through, and without their help and their donation towards our show, I don't think we'll get anywhere. But shout out to the big boss man.
Yeah, man. And while we're wearing face masks out in public, getting fancy with it, hit up Mask Familiar. Got heaps of themes there. There's the Instagram. I think they only come, you can order through Instagram only, I think, at this stage.
Yeah, so at Mask Familiar fam. So go through Instagram, message through there, and at the same time you're helping a local business. So, and they've come through and helped our amazing podcast. So fams, thank you. If you do get a chance, just go click follow. That's the least we can ask of you. And if you are catching public transport, what better way to get some really fancy looking masks.
There's some there catered to the kids, Mickey theme and all that. I think you guys saw Mafiuso model, the Mickey Mouse one.
Yes,
and a better model, but can't complain.
You should give it to us. Are we asking for too much now? Anyway, without further ado, again, I can't thank our sponsors enough.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Mask Familiar, the family. We are grateful, and we are honored to have you push us, kick us, whatever you need to do to get us going. We look forward to working alongside you in the future, and So, okay, back to the show. Again, we For the Boys podcast, a podcast created as a safe place to share our life experiences. So with our life experiences come the struggles, the hard times, and I know for a fact, us poly, moldy, everyone. Sorry, I'm not basing it on us, but that's just our experience. But I guess everyone out there, they do go through the struggles, and this is just a safe place for people to come on and share their experiences. I'm Tezza.
So I'll get a second. Whether you're watching us now or listening to our audio podcast, thank you for joining us. Thank you for tuning in. Just a disclaimer, we're not professionals. We're just a couple of lads, sharing our experiences, like those who said, sharing our stories and truths. I hope someone out there can relate and see how we got through it. But help them through their battle as well. We're all walking the same walk.
100%.
Those from Mafiuso can't make it. He's making keeping Auckland moving. Shout out Mafi if you're on.
And hopefully he's wearing his mask as well tonight. Yeah.
with the shades, eh?
At night time wearing his shades, but hey, never fold tonight, lads. Never fold. And also we're missing Big Boss Man. Hopefully he may jump on later on, but as you all know, the man is busy. He's always busy, and we can always hear him in the background say, "Start at 8 p.m.
8 p.m. sharp, bro.
8 p.m. sharp," and we never make it on time. So that's one. I guess one thing we need to take away from tonight is start on time.
Shout out Sifa, yo! Oh yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Witnesses, those who's working.
And Sifa's obviously one of the panels as well. Would love to have the docs back, but I think he's locked up. No, Jason. So Sifa.
He's locked up.
Yeah, shout out to the chat again. Come through if you wanting to send us messages or ask us questions, like our chat does. They usually show up and get a bit toxic, but hey, it's up to you. Yeah. Hey, man, your home train.
Yes, you got time. You got time.
You got time. Yes, and yes, Mr.
Yes, it is.
Aguala, he's keeping
Keep
Auckland moving as well.
Kaurau moving.
So also we'd like to run it back and say thank you to our last guest, Brotherhood Music. So we had the boys, Harry, AJ, and Junior. So they came on last week. So if you are interested in our net podcast, run it back and go to our YouTube or Facebook. Go to our YouTube or Facebook, and there's plenty of podcasts from the boys. And if you want to hear my my Minez mic or audio from last week,
Tezza was Robocop last week.
Sometimes I don't know, man. This mic has a mind of its own. It'll turn up when we least expect it. This is tonight.
It's professional now because it knows we're officially sponsored. So,
thanks for turning up, buddy. Thanks for turning
up.
Anyway, also, how you been, bro? How was your day off?
It was good. It was good. Would rather have more than one, but I'll take any audio.
Yep.
But yeah, it's been good. It's been good.
It was a nice day today. Flip, if you are tuning in out of Auckland, this morning it was like 3 or 4 degrees waking up. And I was having a chat with Swanky. I was like, shit, I hope my car starts. It's like covered in ice. And it's funny because, you want your heater to work at least a few Ks down the road when it's warmed up. But by the time I got to work early this morning, it was still frozen.
Bro, shout out to whoever works in the weather because it was pretty cold this morning, bro.
Yeah. It was cold, but the sun turned out later on in the day, so that it's pretty good. Auckland and their four seasons in one day.
4 seasons, bro. Were you on that day with the tornado?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
But I did you work it?
Yeah, but I was in town at the time.
Bro, you know what I heard today? So for those of you who don't know, and first time jumping on the chat, so the admins and I'll say 3 of us. Sorry, myself, Swanky, and the Mafiuso. We all work on the train. So we as public transport, we help with that. Sorry, not to go into anything more deep than that, but I was told another colleague at work was actually at Wiri platform when that tornado was ripping up.
Oh yeah, that's what I heard too,
bro. And I was like, how the hell did this guy survive it? And apparently he was holding on. It was under the, what do you call it?
The bench.
The bench.
Dude, I went and checked the bench. I was like, oh, I can't fit in there.
Like, I would have been pissing my pants, bro.
I'm looking down there. Oh, bro, I can't fit down there. Oh, no. And the plastic covering from the shelter was all gone. I was like, oh, man.
And
but apparently they caught him on the camera from rear ops, like him sliding.
Oh.
Like the wind started to drag him in, so he ran and like he ducked under the seat. Because they were watching the whole thing from Muri, apparently.
What can you do,
Yeah, they're calling Talk like, yo, we got a tornado. And like Talk didn't believe them at all. Apparently they saw him like getting dragged in, and then that's when he ducked under the bench.
Oh, shit.
But
and
I checked that bench. I can't even fit.
You might as well go hug the fence.
Just give up.
Take me.
Come then.
Come. Bring it on. You want to fight? Oh, shout out to Mafiuso. Yeah. The mic is 100% okay tonight. It doesn't have a headache like last week. And then shout out to Rafiti Manasseh.
Hey, we know who this is. Yeah. Hello, Fitz.
Sapuso.
So
And we're gonna be running it back with this with the boss soon.
Yeah. Shout out to Baba Leo. Leaving this week or next week.
Yeah. So
Back to Oz, man. All the best.
Yeah, definitely, man. I hope his
Mr.
return
TikTok.
back. Yeah. Yeah. Back to their little issue or incident with a staff member almost getting taken away by the what do you call it? Tornado. So where it happened, where our platform is in Auckland is directly across from the ports, where a lot of their containers and unfortunately someone passed away. The one person, the Indian fella that went into work and unfortunately didn't make it through. I don't know the full details, but that was reported on the news. So directly across from the port where all the containers were falling, you could just imagine that tornado lifting fucking containers, and you have this one person holding on for dear life under a bench.
Bro. Yeah, man. Jesus. Like, I'm trying not to comment on it, but... Oh, Shofet. Good riddance. Oh, man, I'm keen to run it back, Fit. So I saw you guys do a little get together with the other barbers, shops. Yeah, that was cool. Nice to see.
Yeah, I was
good. Keen to talk about that and learn off you guys, man. What you guys picked up.
And
he tried to teach me chess when I went over to cut my son's hair. He tried. My boy also tried to teach me chess, but I'll leave it to the pros.
Bro, I have no idea, bro. That's the last. I'm all about chickens, bro. Chickens.
Oh man,
I'm still stuck in the chickens, bro. Yeah. Okay, all good. We've got one topic we want to kind of discuss, and it might be a bit triggering for some of you out there. It is triggering for us because of how ugly the situation turned out. And this video that we're going to be playing is circulating on Insta, basically every social media platform. Without saying too much more, Swanky will play the video, and then we'll get your comments on it and our comments after it. And before we move on, we obviously don't condone that sort of fucking behavior or that bullshit this fucking idiot did. Yeah, it fires me up, man. Every time I watch it,
bro, it's embarrassing, yes, bro.
It's like, even though we kind of prepared for this, like I said this to the boys, and I knew, like I had some sort of some words to say about it, and it hits home, not in that sort of way that it happened in my family, but you can kind of see that the old man.
It hits home because we all have our parents. Yeah. So and
it's like it's what if it was my dad?
See, that's the thing. Yeah, we personalize. Yeah, it hits home for everyone. I think that's where
Yeah.
the backlash. I saw all the reaction videos to it. Like everyone
And some
wanted
of
to
you
line
might
up on
say,
this guy.
yeah, some of you might say, what's this to do with mental health? It has everything, man, because it's actually happening in our community. So that actually happened in our community, Auckland, New Zealand. And I'm not proud of it. It's only because it's circling around. We need something to happen. And obviously, like for me, I'm like, someone needs to give him a hiding. That's the need to teach him a lesson. But does that teach him a lesson? No, but that's just the old school way of thinking,
Yeah, yeah. Eye for an
Old
eye,
school,
man.
new
Eye
school.
for an eye, man.
Old school news. Also, did you understand what he was saying, or did you get any?
Ah, bro,
No,
nah.
really? Yeah,
Yeah, it's just slur. Yeah,
yeah. But
but it doesn't matter, man. It
yeah, it
doesn't
doesn't
even
matter.
matter.
100%.
Like, right? Like, if you're drinking with with your people, whatever.
Whatever you're drinking, fuck. If you
It's
can't
just like
handle it,
if there's a conversation. If you can't have a conversation, bro, you should be drinking at all, man.
and then the in any Pacific Island Maori culture and communities, the respect for your elder is always there. So whether you're drinking, smoking, doesn't matter, man. You have an elder in your house, you give him the respect. But yeah, no, fuck, bro. What's your reaction?
Bro, I'm like you, man. I'm like you. Like everyone, like resorting to violence. But no, we can't.
Yeah,
But it's disgusting, bro. It's disgusting. Oh, it's
And,
embarrassing as well. Like, oh, bro.
if you've just tuned in, and I'm sure, you would have seen a video, of an old one of the elders getting punched in the face. Doesn't matter what culture, it's not about that. It just, it happened. It happened. Well, it was actually alive, so he basically dobbed himself in because obviously didn't have he wasn't in the right mental state.
But he didn't. He did. I think he did like an apology video afterwards. But then, like the apology video was him explaining why he punched the old man. So it wasn't an apology. It was like.
So what did he say?
He was like, "Oh, I didn't really. I didn't really listen to it properly." But he was basically explaining why. Like the old man said something. So it wasn't really an apology video. He's trying to justify why he hit the old man. So.
Fucking remove yourself, bro. You're the bigger man. Hey, get yourself out of there. Go and start punching some walls. Oh. What's up,
Walls?
Alan?
Walls? Hey, what?
Josh?
What's
Alan,
this, Josh?
The drinking games, eh?
Oh, man. Josh and his drinking games.
No, so Helen will be at some stage. We're running a live podcast with the brother. I know he's got a few stories to share with us as well, and about his.
I don't know, bro. Hopefully soon enough, we're just tying up a few to make the on location easier.
Yeah, make it better than our first one. Although we enjoyed our first one with 275, and also with Alan, he runs his own business with barbering and a salon too. Alan and Sons, so I think that's what it's called. But yeah,
Helene?
come through.
Helene? I don't know. Helene?
Never love me.
Oh, Josh, eh? Yeah, bro.
Yeah. If you've seen it a lot.
No doubt, Josh.
Seen it a lot at home or no? Stop beating up
Josh
your...
Josh is a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah, it's a man.
Hey, Josh. And a million, yeah. I knew it. I knew it.
Never love me.
I knew it, bro.
For the future listeners out there, I'm going to read what Halene was saying.
Gee, he was calling you out. When Terry says my name wrong, I've known him for like 10 years plus.
Oh man.
Oh,
sorry, La.
Looks like Terry's showing a feed when we meet up.
Chicken and chips. But yeah, bro. Back to that video. It's it's disgusting to see that it's still happening. To be honest, I don't think I've ever seen it ever happen in my life, like in person. A young person hitting apart from the videos, but this. You know that it's not funny, but in his apparently Facebook profile, he's in the rugby colours in his in one of his photos, and the rugby club he was playing for was the same rugby club I used to play for.
Which was?
It was East
Tamaki. No name drops.
Yeah.
East Tamaki?
No, East Tamaki Rugby Club, and had the same minty colours. So fuck. Yeah, I'm not happy about that,
bro.
I mean, you get a lot of idiots coming through.
Yeah, that's.
So that's I'm not proud of that too. Oh shit! Also, we got what do you call it? State of Origin coming up this Sunday. Game 2. Who are you supporting, fams? Terrence. Don't call me Terrence, mate. My auntie used to call me that, eh? Before I get a hiding from her.
Oh no!
Yeah. It's like, Terrence, I'm here. But also Origin this week.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, nice comment from Helen.
What did he? Oh, yo, Charlene. He said for him to apologize, it's just not even going to be accepted to any of our island cultures. We know our morals, man. Straight arguing rude. 100% those.
100%, man.
That's
and to come out and
bro.
apologize in that kind of manner, you don't need any excuse to punch an old person.
Oh no! Letting his Twitter fingers on. New South Wales for the win. Oh yo! It's gonna be on at the barbershop for y'all keen to join. Oh, nice. He should feeds on to celebrate New South. I like what I see. Celebrate New South Wales winning the series. Ooh. I see the Maroons doing some adjustments there. Terry, what are your thoughts on picking up the young ones there? I see.
I think they don't have anything to offer. Mind you, we've got some injuries, but can't blame it on injuries when we have you can't blame it on injuries when you have a lot of talented players out there. So saying that, they have the young fella Walshy come through from the Warriors. I think 20 years old. Yeah, so and for me, bro, I'm Queensland hard. Game 2, it looks like we're gonna lose. It looks like we're gonna lose, but I just hope we don't get a hiding. That's all, Show up, lads, show up. But we also got what's his name? Papali'i back. He usually sets the tone for our forwards. Because last week, 2 weeks ago, our forwards were running like this, sideways. Not that I could play any better, but they just weren't going forward. And then we have our hookers that are out too. Harry Grant. Who else? Forgot the other guy from Parramatta, I think it is. Sub boss man.
Wheel. I'll do it. Better set up straight.
Yeah, so
Sup, boss man. Oh. Hi, Scarlett.
Sub Scarlett. Are you the only one watching us?
There you go.
You're the only one tuned in tonight. Thank you.
Are you logged into 7 different devices there, Scarlett?
Thank you. Can you go in and comment and make us feel good?
Can you go back and subscribe and like there, Scarlett? Yeah, with some horror for you.
Yeah, Chamber. Yeah,
Chambers
Chambers.
is back.
Chamber. Yeah, Chambers is back, and he is a threat when it comes to Origin. But be mean to see how he goes against Turbo and Mitchell. Turbo or Mitchell, but man, Mitchell, Turbo plays like another fullback. Fuck, he just roams and he just always there at the right time, Just too fast. Fuck, man, I feel like crying.
Yeah, the boss man, there you go. Now Tezza Queensland team gonna get fussy. Oh.
Nah, got the faith, boss. Got the faith.
Oh, no, lads.
The fam's getting involved.
Oh, the fam's getting involved. Better turn off the internet.
Bedtime now, family. Bedtime. And also, good news. Last weekend, the Blues beat Highlanders. I don't know if anyone watched that. That was a good. I guess the last half was pretty good.
Yeah.
Blues, fighting for their victory. Obviously got it. And if I was in the Blues, I'll be still partying till today.
18 years, bro.
18 years, bro. What a... Yeah.
But,
it's been a minute.
But to be honest, though, does it feel like...
It
was
a long time coming,
does it feel like...
Long time coming.
Like a Super Rugby one? Like...
What are you trying to say,
I'm not saying that, bro. I'm a Blues supporter.
Nah, you're right.
Thick and thin Blues hard. Yeah. But does it feel like
you're right in a sense, because people are saying, it wasn't against the Crusaders when everyone knows that the Crusaders are New Zealand's best super team. Oh well, the world's best super team. But in saying that, they didn't turn up against other teams. They would rather play their B team or C team, thinking that it's going to be a win, but not getting their bonus points. So that was a difference. They, maybe they wanted a trial out there, as you do, chuck on your bench players. But it came back to bite them in the ass when 2 weeks ago they had to play Flip. I can't recall who the team was. They had to put 30 plus points on there. Yeah, 30 plus points. They were nearly there though. They almost got it, but almost doesn't win you the Super Rugby, right?
No.
So yes, the Blues. Not the New South Wales Blues, but the Auckland Blues. Super Rugby Trans-Tasman or champions.
Don't do it, lads. Don't do it, lads.
I'm not trying to be funny, but we might see that same video we just watched. The kids hitting It's all funny. It's all funny now, but I'm not. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, what's happening in the NBA world, Us? I don't really follow it. Obviously, who do you support, and how are they doing? They're out. Sorry, Us.
First round was they're out in the first round. I support the Lakers, from Kobe days.
Nice.
But bro, yeah, they crumbled in the first round. But it's good to see the other teams come up, like the teams that are like that's never been in the playoffs or the Final Four, where they are now.
Yeah, I've been watching a bit of them,
but I like that Hawks. I like the Hawks, bro. Like with that Trae Young player, he's making everyone mad, bro. He's like just trolling everyone.
That good, eh? Is he that good, or is he a bit of a troll?
He's just. Oh, I don't know, like.
Because I've seen a lot of memes come out about
things. Yeah. Just do little things to make the opponent angry and like riled up.
He's doing his job, eh?
Doing like the stiff shimmy, stuff like that. Yeah. But yeah, yeah, bro. See, teams like the Suns, like it's good to see them be in the Final Four.
In their video of another circulating video of those those Suns fans who was having a fight?
Yeah.
Trying to sucker punch the guy and then
he go, what?
Yeah. Oh mate. And even the mate didn't help out, the sad dude. He was just trying to pull his
like, because I saw the beginning of the video, the guy tipped water on the guy in the back, tipped water on that guy that gave him hiding in the front, the Suns fan. Yeah. So I think that's what started him off. I think we don't condone violence, but this guy deserved a little bit of a hiding.
Both dudes need a hiding. That guy in our last video too. And apparently, going back to this, we always cut it and change. Going back to their first video we played, apparently the guy in the black was somehow involved too. There's two of them, right? There was the old man there, and then the guy in black, and then old Slim Shady with his. So there was a second clip they went out, and apparently he was involved too in the second video, but I couldn't find it.
I couldn't, because I heard the old man came back with the whipping or something. I don't know. I don't want to say because I never.
I would have done the same thing, bro. Again, we don't condone violence.
No, we don't.
And there was a message. Sorry, there was a message on where did I watch it? One of the videos. But someone was saying like whether oh no,
that's law.
Whether the man lives.
That's law when he dyed his hair blonde. Apologizing. Did you see the apology video?
Nah, I seen a meme. Someone put it up because was he speaking Spanish or?
I don't know. I have to ask.
I don't want to bring up where he's from, but yeah.
But yeah,
he's from Lua's area.
Yeah, it must be when Lua dyed his hair blonde with a rat tail.
and wearing his hat.
Hey, shout out Lua. He got signed off a few weeks back. Yo. There he goes. Congrats. All the hard work's paid off.
Running the show out there.
Now stay awake.
It's been a minute. Tell the rest of the boys.
But it's good to see now more of our islanders come up, like, because it was something when we joined the company,
Yo,
It was hard to move around up there.
Who bought tickets to the
Warriors sold out game.
where they're playing? They're playing at East Samaki or
What? Oh, bro, I don't even know.
nah. Nah, I didn't.
I don't even know where this.
But then,
this
yeah,
game
any of you guys heading to the Warriors game? Just a quick comment from Helene. Else, if you want to read us.
Yeah, it was Sasuke who bought tickets to the Warriors game against
Yeah.
the Bulldogs. Where's this?
Bulldog.
When's this?
First
In
game
August.
in
Oh.
August. Yeah. Although I like watching the Warriors, but I wouldn't want to go watch them live because I'm a Dragons fan. Let's go. And even we're not doing good. Actually, we got the Dragons. I don't know if it's next week or this week. Next week, I think. Which we're gonna smack them.
Ooh, that's better to forget than to forget. 100 Oos. Yeah, can't do nothing better. Nothing
Hey,
more.
Fitz,
actually.
man, how do you do that? Honestly, man, every time I watch it,
It's
even though I
embarrassing,
think,
bro.
yeah, like every time I watch that video, and I don't watch it often, so this is probably the last time I'll ever go back through it. I can't. It's just hard to forgive, man. But the only way to move forward, is to forgive. How can we move forward? Tell me. True. Yeah. Oh, sorry, we're running that question back by Fitz as earlier comments. So basically, shout out to Fitz Sapuso, but he's just said better to forgive than forget, and that's referring to the earlier video we posted. Yeah, it's so, and I just said, yeah, how, because, yeah,
You just want to react how you normally
yeah.
want, like you're all human. Man.
I guess it is a good thing that Fitz has brought up, because it'll be that never ending cycle, because then what he showed, the guy showed towards the old man, I'm now showing. You know, if you think about it, like, you want to beat him, like,
yeah,
so fighting violence with violence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Good.
Two sides to the story. It was trust and love. Surely the old fella was getting a bit too lippy. Hey, look, could you understand what they were saying?
I think he's been to many ET parties, this fella.
Oh.
He's been to too many ET parties and fights. Shout out to that's Mr. Wills Brown. Sapuso. Yeah, from what so we're going back to what Fitz said. He's just said be vulnerable, and also what's the other one? Have the courage. Man. And if you all know Fitz, man, the man's got all the he's got all the wisdom, man.
It makes you think another way of attacking things, which is always good to have in the corner. Shot Fitz.
Shuttles.
Hey,
Better
Wills,
go now. Yeah, fire with fire.
Sure, Wolf.
Yeah,
Are
man.
you keen to run it back?
Yo.
Have a catch up, Wolves.
Actually, man, he's so I've been
Is he
following
not?
Will's work, and he works in that youth space or sector, and he's doing amazing work.
Yeah, because
Just
I've
finished,
seen it too. Yeah, I've seen him
and you know,
open up a new block or open up a new.
room,
Yeah.
and
For the kids. So
for the
yeah,
kids,
man.
yeah.
Wills,
And
man,
bro,
we'd love to have you
tell
on,
you,
bro, when you're free.
I tell you, so from when I first started, the funding that we didn't get much work money for the kids, and to see their rooms turned around like that, actually getting a queen size bed,
Yeah.
their own drawers, bro. That's a step up, man.
Bro, Lance, what are you doing? Hey, Lance.
The old man's getting lippy of it, is he? Oh, soon we'll have Mafiuso on soon. He just finished, so hopefully the man will jump on shortly.
Us, did you recognize that space? Go back to Will's, and was that the same? Do you reckon it's the same house when you were there? Nah.
From what Will's when we last spoke, it's
Hey, Will's, was that the news? Oh, I should have just asked Will's. Eh?
it's a house located somewhere. Oh, I can't really say. It's stupid to say because it's it's got kids in it, so I shouldn't really say it. But I've actually worked in that house, but for a different company. And the house that he's in, it's a quite a big area for kids, and like I can't really pick up the room, but the actual work that he's done to get the funding and for people to come in and spend the top dollar for kids.
Yeah.
It's amazing what he's doing.
So was the fun like was that something you picked up when you were there? Like was the funding always there, or was there like a fight to get funding to get stuff? Or is like that process of trying to justify?
What I think it was is I don't we myself I didn't know we didn't know how to get that funding, or if there was funding, or if there was funding, were we allowed to apply for it? Because then you have to go for a manager, who the manager then signs off. You got the scale. But in this case, Mister also Wills, so he runs this himself. So he doesn't have anyone above him. He goes out and finds it, and it's amazing. It's amazing because let's run it back to when I started. If there was opportunities like that, why didn't my manager or
Senior then?
yeah, because the kids then you see kids on the road just rapping for the sake of rapping, and you don't know if they're talented or what. So if you give them the tools,
Yeah.
They can then move forward, and they might even become professional.
Just inspire someone, eh?
Yeah. So
because that's what I got from Will's post as like a victory post. Like, oh man, we got this.
Oh man! As soon as I saw it, man, I was quite proud because again, I don't want to. Sorry, we'll just explain a little bit about myself and Will's. We started youth work together. So Will's is still working in the youth environment sector, and he's actually running his, I guess, own house. And I don't remember how many kids he has within his housing. But when I was there, we housed about 6 kids from up until the age of maybe 16, 17.
So real quick, this house is between SIFs.
Yeah, so again, the house I worked for, I don't know too much about Will's house, but the house I worked for was emergency care. So if kids were to, I don't know, go out and steal something, and the cops come in and they don't want them to go to, I guess, to jail.
Straight away,
that kind of
thing.
Yeah. they'll take us. They'll take them to a house that we kind of run. Or there's so many houses out there, so we ran emergency housing care, and the kids will come in, and that's what our job was to do, is look after youth, take them through day-to-day activities until their court case comes up, and with whatever happens in their court case, whether they go to a longer care. So that was that's what William's doing, and the man is doing amazing.
Hopefully,
amazing work, bro.
hopefully you can get him back on and speak about like how he's doing and how his house is doing, or like the battles he's fighting for the kids or for the youth.
And I'm telling you, man, we still have some good laughs every now and then, because I'm the guy that I know what happened before, and now he's here. Like I go, bro, we never used to get that sort of stuff. Or, the kids never used to get that, bro. We used to take them out on free activities, which was all good, because it's all good punishing a kid, but they're not going to learn. And we've had so many conversations on this in season 1. So again, run it back if you want. Don't want to go too in detail, but
no, we'll get Wars back on. We'll get Wars back on.
Yeah. Sure. And so from where I was, so again, I was probably down here. Wills is now at a point where he's doing a lot for the kids, doing amazing stuff. And if I was a kid, struggling on the street, I'll definitely be asking to go to his house. Actually having, man, like the setup they have, shit. They got better mics than me, bro. better lighting than me.
But see, like that, yeah. Just getting the funding, to get the house.
A booth, man. Honestly, they have a booth for kids. See? So, and I see so many talented kids out there, and I always mock them. Like I see my cousins, and they're a bit of a. they're a bit of rapper, all these hip hop stars, but sad that I say stuff to them, but just imagine that. Just imagine they can get into that kind of space and go forward with it. What did Mr. Lua say?
Lua, are you still on? Oh. No, I was just asking.
Old mate center. Cool. Oh shit. Okay, else for the viewers.
Go ahead.
What are your thoughts on girls hitting old men? Old mate Santa Claus almost got clocked today in Newmarket.
The question is, Lua, what did you do?
Yeah.
When you saw this, Lua?
Were you the ref or were you walking away?
Were you the instigator?
Now, by referring to Santa Claus, another work colleague, he has the beard of Santa Claus, and he works on the gates at work. He's a bit of a, what do you call that kind of guy? What kind of guy is he? He's a
opinionated,
police officer, man.
Very
he's a police officer. Yeah. So obviously don't condone that, and whether the lady, I hope the lady got taken away, and
I think the lady probably didn't have a ticket.
That's usually the case.
She had a child ticket.
He's doing his job.
The real question is, Lua, what did you do? Yeah?
I think he didn't want to get trapped talking to a mate, because you'll be stuck there for an hour.
Oh, there you go. I froze, bro.
Oh, shit.
This is where, was that fight or flight? It was fight or flight.
Yeah. I thought you would have used your rugby skills, bruh.
Step.
But hey, Lua, if you were to use your rugby skills, who would you tackle though? Santa Claus or the lady? Ooh. Or just tackle your train and go home.
Can you tackle yourself out of the comments?
All right. Yeah, we have a comment from Helene.
Sharus. I think you got your name right. But Helena said, for me, with the youth, people need to stop looking at them and judging them from what they wear, get to know them, and allow them to open up and express to you and allow that trust between you and that youth. Oh, bro, that's everywhere. Eh?
We have amazing youth workers out there, but like any job, you have bad apples too. So hopefully, our youth workers continue to do what they're doing. Because you don't really know until like shit like that happens, eh? Like like I thought I would become a youth worker and then onto social work, but man, I didn't have the patience, eh? Didn't have the patience and had to leave because I was taking everything personal and kids were getting on my nerves and then hence why I'm just pushing trolleys for a living now. So,
ooh, expensive.
And shout out to Kaylee. Can I get a shift swap? Can I get morning
Kaylee,
please? And can you swap my depot
can
shift?
Be on earlys forever, Kaylee.
Come on, come through. Let us know.
What are we rolling?
Please.
Please on the back.
All right, guys.
Can I get on my depot shots?
Yeah. Just give it to the standbys. We don't care. Not me when I'm on standby now. Okay.
Shot Helene. Let's pencil in that date, Oos.
Yeah, man. We'll catch up for a haircut with my no here. Boss man coming through with the comments, eh?
Oh, no, Kaylee, here you go, KFC. Pointy fingers. Mafiuso saying you put him on late so he doesn't make the show. Maybe we've stopped texting him out. Oh, you got the email? You got the email, Kaylee? Oh, shot. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I was...
So, about Sunday.
Yeah, because, I look after our fellow our supporters, Kaylee. I don't do Master Roster anymore because wait. The only reason why I'm doing Master Roster, Kaylee, is for safety reasons. Oh,
just you gotta have that
safety, man.
Safety use. Yep. The first and foremost rule is for safety reasons to have that
of the rail corridors to be safe.
Be safe, Oos. So I like to stick to my Master Roster, please.
Link early. Is he getting treated better? Is he? This is not. What do you call this? What do you call this?
This is
not treating us the same as.
This is bias. There's favoritism here. Oh yes, that's a given. That's a given.
He means safety at church. At church, he has to stay awake.
Make sure I get to church safely and back home. Before work.
Stay awake in church.
Yeah. So,
but again, shout out to the chat for coming through, and also we had Fitz come through. Some good comments. We had Lua, Mafi, Lance, and also another boss our other boss at work, Kaylee. Can I have some early links, please?
Can I have some earlies?
Because I'm on ugly late. But and also again, we will be running it back with some of the boys in the chat. So Fitz and his 275 crew at some stage, and then we have Helene and his crew. Again, thank you, team.
Shout out to Mike King.
Ooh.
Oh, bro, hope we can. Do you reckon we can pull him on?
We're gonna let the
Yeah, he's at the heights of the battles.
Our boss, Mafi.
But good on him, bro. I saw him like giving up his merit of order to
man. To shine a light on something that's
shine a
bigger
light.
than in everything, man. We're only I guess we're only the stepping stone to where he is now. He's like at his peak where the government is now looking into seeing where this.
He's always been he's always been an advocate for mental health.
100%. He actually said something about giving away or donating his charity to. So I have to look up. Sorry, don't disregard what I just said. But he's doing amazing work again. Like he's shining light on I guess the actual mental battles that are happening. Yeah. Although we like to talk about it, the man is he's on another level. We hope that we can get him on at some stage. Sorry.
Oh no, lads! But hopefully we can, bro. Because
So, Mike King, I know you probably listening or watching our podcast.
Yeah, you're watching this, Mike King.
Yeah, and you're watching this right now. We support you, man.
100.
Definitely be out there to do what we can on our side to help spread that awareness too. Because he actually shared a story about his niece going through something. But if you guys have a look at the stories that we do share about Mr. Mike King, again. And before, okay, I'll make it happen. Shout out to the boss again.
What's the boss on, bro?
Boss man.
Why are you sending Sky to bed early for? I'll get you online one of these days. What did I do? Oh, so yes, jump on,
Mafi,
jump on.
Time.
You got heaps of time.
Sorry, live. Sorry, chat. Again, if you guys want to jump on, let us know. We'll send you a link, man. And you see my mic play up as soon as the third person, fourth person.
But oh man, shout out to everyone we've had on the podcast and everyone that we're planning to get on and linking up. It's good to see people keen to have a conversation, eh?
Have that conversation, eh?
Have that conversation,
yeah.
That's good.
It's always good to chat, and but to be honest, there's only a few people I know that actually, when I sit down, they'll actually talk about life. And shout out to them, and it's a few guys from work, and also my brothers here that jump on live every week, so we get to hear each other's stories. But at the same time, it's kind of refreshing to hear a lot of the guys at work now just sitting down. Like I actually don't go and say, "Hey, look, I'm on a mental health podcast. What do you want to say?" Like that's not mine. Yeah. That's not me. I just basically share my story, and then boom, their story. I don't. It's amazing when you actually tap into someone's mental health and their struggles.
Yeah, bro. I think they know. They must have seen the show or something. And
hopefully, man.
Because one of the boys
I hope they do.
that I haven't seen for a while, like I saw him his first week back, and he just opened up on what he's going through personally.
Yeah.
And how he's doing what he's doing to get through it and all that. And so it's just good to see, like, it's all like normalizing the conversation of opening up to each other.
And that's what we've always been about, fams. We've always been about that. Is just being vulnerable. Like a previous comment from Fitz, be vulnerable, and at times,
Have the
you know,
courage.
and I make the mistake too, and I make the mistake of coming with a straight away. The shield, whatever it
The
is.
wall,
But,
yeah.
you know, because you you don't want people to actually judge you, and that's the we do have.
Yeah.
And we'd like to get a drum roll, please.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Mr. Budget's not there.
Welcome.
Hey.
Hello, boys.
Sapuso.
Savos.
We can see the sweat there, bro. You've been working hard,
Oh, yeah,
bro.
working hard.
Woo.
Working hearty,
You
hearty.
can smell my beanie right now, boys.
Yay!
Oh, sweat.
Hey,
Malo, boys.
show
you doing,
us.
Oos?
Show for
Holding it
Jamaica,
down.
no?
So for holding it down.
Oos.
My apologies for my late arrival.
Ah,
But I'm here. I am here.
yes, better late
Made it.
than never.
I have been listening in on the chances that I have been given to listen in, so they let me interrupt.
How was work, Oos? How was work?
Oh,
Same
it
old,
is
same
what it
old?
is. It is what it is. Same old. Get through your shift. But yeah, no, it's good. Nice smooth run tonight.
What's this talk of Kaylee giving you all the best shifts?
Yeah. What's up with this?
Huh?
She giving you an early standby?
I don't know what you're talking about. Us.
Oh, this is what it is, eh? It's come to this.
Hey,
It's come to this, eh?
those guys that never say no,
Hey.
never fault.
Eh? This guy's.
I don't know. I know Swanky's been doing all the fat jobs lately, so I
Sorry?
don't know.
Oh.
There's
You have
nothing I worry.
two audios a week, not one, Swanky. You don't work the other one. All right,
Oof.
have a rest. It's good for your
Have
mental.
have a rest.
Take a sleep.
Have a rest.
Have a foofs.
Have a
wow.
rest. 2 master roster hours.
Oh, Sapalene, Sabozo. I heard the boys they're gonna get you on the show soon. Us. You
Who?
already know. It's a given also.
Oh yes, I didn't. Yes.
Yes.
One and only. Big welcome.
Bro.
But we have better
By then, Terry will know how to say your name, Moose. No.
Can I have a free haircut, please?
Huh? Do you have any hair to cut also?
No hair here, but just
Take off your
just
hats.
give me.
He wants the LeBron cut. He wants the LeBron cut. Can you give my friend LeBron over here? Oh yeah, there's a question there.
Oh,
when
that's a
talking with
very
someone
good
about
question.
mental health, how deep is too deep?
Man.
Oh, this is actually a good, it's a really good question because we went to a suicide awareness no, was
Yeah.
it last year? I think
Last
it
year,
was?
last year.
Last year.
Last season, yeah.
And advice I took away from that, and that's regarding probably mental health and suicide is, you are the person at the time. You are there. You're in that spot. So when it's time,
Nothing too deep, boss.
nothing
Yeah.
is too deep. But you are the person to save them. So let's for example, someone comes to you and they're wanting to talk to you about stuff and you think it's getting too deep and you think, shit, I'm not qualified enough. Then at that point you need to reach out to a professional or find help. But you are the help at that particular time. That's it. So because you see how deep is deep, there's no
scale,
way.
There's no really scale, really, of how you're the shoulder they're leaning on, and you just gotta listen, like those who said last week. Listen, lend an ear,
Yeah, I believe the same thing. Also, there's no, I don't think there is any kind of deepness or too deep if anybody's asking for help,
Yeah,
because the main word there is help. So just
you don't really have to have the answers
you don't have
too.
to have the answers. Also, you just gotta have the ear, really, and the shoulder.
That's it.
Just give them their support. I think because they're obviously coming to you for a reason, because they either trust
Yeah,
you or
they trusted you
there's no
for
one else that
their.
they could turn
Yeah.
to. So
Yep.
oh,
And,
triggers and warning signs. There's heaps, man. There's things like your own boys that you know really well. All of a sudden, they're not themselves. Like they're not joking. The joker of the boys. He's not joking anymore.
Yeah,
He's kind of like quiet. He's just looking at his phone, or or you haven't seen him. That guy who usually comes through the shop every day, not to get a haircut, but just to hang out and chill. All of a sudden, he stopped. Could be someone who you only just pass by or just see. All of a sudden, this person wants to like have a chat or says hello. So there's all the. I think it's all the stuff that we don't look at.
yeah.
The things that actually happen there. We're like, oh, well, we're not used to that. I think those are the warning signs, or those are the calls for help. They're calling out. I need some help, or can you spare me 5 minutes just to listen to this little problem I might have? So those could be some warning signs. That we don't even think about happening.
Sometimes there's none. Sometimes they're so good at putting up a act or facade, like everything's all good. But it's up to you to really ask them if they're okay.
what's going on? Yeah.
Come or drag them to the side. Talk to me.
Yo,
Sikius, jump on when you're ready.
But again, sorry, back to those triggers and warning, guys. So we'll start off with what Helena was saying. How deep is too deep, and then we'll move on to the triggers. But before I move on, and this is something I've also taken away from that workshop we did, is so you've actually created that space, that safe space for the person.
Yeah.
And if you're saying triggers and warnings, for the particular person, you've created a space. Talk a bit more or listen a bit more, but you're just creating that space that you have is now important. That space that you've created between, say, for example, myself and Swanky, and let's say Swanky is going through a situation where he wants to take his life. You then have to create that safe space, listen, and sometimes the hardest thing to ever ask someone that the idea is to ask that question.
Yeah.
So again,
What is the question?
are you thinking of taking, that if you're thinking about suicide, sorry, mental health and suicide. So and what I'm referring to is suicide. If you do come to a point where you find this person has I don't know, ticked all the boxes, and you think, shit, man, he's not in the right space. You need to ask that question, because half the time we try and divert away from asking the hard questions, and that's
We're too scared, eh?
Yeah, and see, I could say all this, but in the situation that you do have, support. Are we doing those?
I think we made a boo boo because the boss is on us.
Oh, oh, he exited.
Yeah, and so you've created that space, and now that space is important. So don't treat that as something to joke around, and because we all know that our boys or family will joke about some of the serious shit that happens in your life, but you've now created that space, and you have to look after it, as they say, look after that area that you that safe environment that you've created. Did I miss anything, Swanky?
No, that's it. Is to have the courage to ask that question. Going back to suicide, like you gotta ask.
Yeah,
You gotta be uncomfortable because that person has trusted you. So you gotta go all in for that person and just really ask them if they're going that way.
I actually I haven't told the boys, but someone a friend of mine messaged was it last week? Not a close friend, but a friend has been tuning into our show, and she basically said, "I'm suffering from deep depression, and I've actually taken 3 days off work sick because I couldn't get out of work, and at that point, like this was me going to bed, and I was like so tired, and then I got this message. I was like, fuck, what do I now do? Like, what's my plan of attack?" And
You are that person.
yeah, was that sorry?
You became that person that
Yeah. So like what before I moved on, or before I say my piece, what would you guys do in that situation? Someone's come to you with like basically laid it all out for you. What would you guys do? Suffering from depression.
You're gonna have to sit down with them, or make the time to hear them out. No, not make the time. Give them time. I think give them time to.
No matter how tired you are,
Meet up with them, or have that. They've come to you because they obviously trust you, and you've been on, week after week. You've been on here singing. If you need help, ask me. So now that you put yourself out there, these people will come to you, and it looks like they have been coming to you. So now you've got to honor that. You have to honor that. I mean, I'm not saying you're paid to do it, but I am saying, this is our passion. This is why we're doing this, and follow through is something that could mean the world to fucking that one person. Just and like I've always said, like, you don't even have to have the answers for that person.
Yeah.
In my opinion, you go out there, you go meet up, and you just give them your ear. You help them however they can. Obviously, you can only help. There's only so much you can help with.
Yeah.
And then there's the professional services that we pass them on to. But you are the person that they chose.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about this whole thing. Is that you have become the person. So that now you have to. Not. I'm not saying like you have to Terry, you fucking have to do it. No. It's like You just
like what I said before.
You just have to know that they chose you.
Yeah.
Not me, not Swanky. Not anybody else. They chose Terry. So,
but I'd say they chose you after their circle, like before their circle, before their family. They chose you over all of them.
Yep.
So there has to be a reason why,
so like basically that's what I done. So this is just the scenario like I'm painting for everyone that's listening, and so this person messaged late at night. It was like 11 o'clock. I like 11 o'clock. Then I was about to put the kids down. We're going down, and then got the message, and at the time I was like, damn, I've been preaching all this for a long time. It's now time for me to actually put these steps in place, and that's what I did. And I said to her, like, are you in a safe place? Obviously, who's home? If there's no one home,
just leave the podcast.
If there's no one home, just turn
There's
off the
no one
internet.
home, just
Oh, wow.
turn the internet off and just exit left.
But that's it. Hey, just them that asking that question. Are they safe? Are they safe?
Yeah.
Because I had a situation not too. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me add them back in there.
Oh, hi.
Internet. I think the government doesn't want to hear my my chat.
Oh, the government.
I think
Trying to take me down, bro. Nah,
The
it's
mental
the internet.
experts are going, this guy is talking.
Jeez, man.
Yeah,
Oh.
and sorry. Yeah, so that's basically what I've done, boys. Is I was a person there, and then I think we didn't stop messaging until 1 a.m, where this particular person finished work, and she basically struggled the whole night, and even when she went to her car, so her triggers were going back home. She didn't want to go back home, and I said, "Oh, does she have anyone that she knows or a family member she could stay with?" She did at the time, but one thing I got from a previous when I googled some kind of breathing or meditating stuff is just her breathing technique, and what I gave her then wasn't something I knew. It was something I found out later on down the track, and I just basically I sent her the message, and she done it. So fast forward, it's been about a week now, and she's actually doing really well with these breathing techniques. So I was blown away because I never thought, like, we do have people that reach out, but actually say, look, I'm going through this. It kind of it blew me away. It blew me away that I am preaching this, but now this person has reached out, and shout out to her. She's actually in a better space. I then forward her medical help as well, and whether she's taken it or not, I'm not too sure, but I still keep in touch with her to this day.
That's Minos. That's
Sick use. That's
awesome.
That's a road that not many people know how to go down. Like they can't really, oh, you having problems? Oh, fuck, just ask someone else, or
Yeah.
But to
I didn't want to be that guy, talk shit but doesn't actually walk it. So and that wasn't going through my head. It was just shit, she needs help, so I have to put myself in the situation where I could be that savior, or I could be that person that drives her, off the
credit
cliff.
to her for actually
Reaching out.
reaching out and trying out the methods you give her.
Yeah.
That's cool, man, because you never know when or if you're their last stop as well. Right? So it's like some of those things you just don't know, but the key thing is, like, people come to you because they trust you, which is awesome.
Yeah. I'm just distracted by the quality of the boss man's camera.
I'm waiting for Scarlett to come in and
is this 4K or 8K? Is this 4K or 8K? I was like, jeez, boss man.
I knew it was a bad idea coming back on this one.
But I think like that's what this is all about, eh? Like we talk about it every week, where it's like, oh, we don't know if there's one person watching or 5 people watching or tuned in, but bro, look,
there's always
who's
one
watching,
person.
bro. Look who's watching, Tezza. Like,
man.
your own mates are watching, so don't let it get you down when there's like 2-3 people watching, because there's fucking so many more that is tuned in but not actually tuned in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is man.
She actually reached out and said, if, like, as a collective, all of us, can you ask the boys how I should go about this? But at the time, this was late, so I didn't have the time to actually message you and then relay information from her to him, from her to you guys. So, we all could have done it, but at the time, I just thought, fuck, might as well just be that person and
Be
that
that person.
you're that person also.
Yeah.
You were the man of the hour.
Charles.
Well done.
And yeah, she.
Just glad your mic worked.
Yeah, I don't know how it's still working.
Just glad the message getting across. That's
And it's not the Robocop voice going
big
across
win,
to.
big win.
Yeah. But
Shout out to her, man. Oh man.
That's what it's all
Now
about.
that previous question about when talking to someone about mental health, I think it was Helene,
Yeah.
and like how deep in conversation do you go? It's like, man, you just let the conversation flow away. As long as they're happy and comfortable to talk to you, you know, just go with the flow and see how you guys go in terms of your conversation, because it's not up to us to decide how deep into the conversation we want to be. It's just how comfortable they are with you and how much info they want to share with you. As long as you lend an ear, I think that's really what people are after, is
to
being able
heard,
to speak to somebody. Yeah, man. And like, you know, I give you guys props all the time for like creating this space, because 1 or 500 people listening, there could always be that one person that really needs to hear us or have the space for themselves as well. Sorry, got a bit deep there.
No, thank you. Just want to read out this comment from Helene, just to make time and have that deep talk with them and allow them to just open up and know they are not going to be judged or blasted all over the media. Make it happen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You can't change the world, but you can change the way you want to live in this world.
Can we just make
So,
that show with Helene happen already?
Yo.
Nice.
Can someone just send them the link so you can jump on?
We'll have a show for Helene and the
With
boys.
the boys.
We'll have a good
Boys.
chat that country. Yeah.
But yo, nah, good to have you back on, Bossman. How you been? How's
How's the mental?
your yeah?
Yeah,
How's
good
your
man,
mental,
good.
brother?
Yes, it's been a couple of weeks. So I was just been spending time with family. Yeah. So been traveling. Recently went to Tapu, so that was a good breakaway. And that's sort of, you know, my jam is just going away to places, experiencing and taking the kids and stuff to experience new places and get away from Auckland. And I think one of the things about living in Auckland is, like, you know, you have that sort of pressure because it's the biggest city in New Zealand. So once you drive past that bridge or you know, past Bombay Hills, like instantly you feel relieved a little bit.
Yeah, bro.
Especially when people have high pressure jobs and stuff like that, it's good to get away from the environment. So good to reset. I was just hanging out with the kids and the wifey just tonight, and then I was like, oh man, these guys are having fun. I want to jump on. So now they're going to bed. And I was hoping Scarlett was going to come on the live and shoot Swanky live on the pod. So good. Been good, man. It's been good. It's always good to jump on here. So I think for anyone listening, if you want to jump on, honestly, ask the boys for the link and jump on anytime you guys want.
Yeah,
100%, man. We'll touch on that. How the Queensland team's gonna go this week, also.
I don't even want to watch it, man. I don't want to watch it. Now the Auckland Blues did win. Yeah, they're all good.
Yeah. We got that one, eh?
I really. Go ahead, Muff.
Did you guys discuss that dude that hit the old man, eh?
Yep.
Yeah. It's disgusting, bro.
Did you guys see that his apology and all that?
I was just telling Terry about it. Like, I didn't really watch it properly.
Yeah,
I just saw
what was he apologizing? Like, apparently,
it was all in Samoan, and it was all like he tried to do the old Fa Samoa way of it, you know, and bring God into it, and it was just, bro, you're just a gee, like these other guys, like, they come to New Zealand and bring these ways that you're used to, you know, or become a bad ways, eh? It's just, bro, it's just not last selling. Like, you know, just real depressing to me.
And he's from LaSalle.
Nah,
I
it's
just
just
feel like Terry, like he was just trying to justify why he hit the whole man.
he's apologizing and just, you know, I was like, bro,
I was seeing an apology video. I haven't seen it.
yeah, he should just don't
It's
drink anymore
embarrassing.
for him, you know, in this case.
No.
But yeah, I know the type of guys they are, and they just, yeah, might be Bezos.
It's the same
was,
guys you see at the clubs.
Oh, you can pick them out at the club, also. Like, you can pick out the guys that are New Zealand born. You can pick out the guys who just landed, who just like got kicked off the boat and just landed, and they're like, bro, they think it's just easy living in New Zealand. You just try and run around and, you know, run amok and act like idiots. It's just stupid, eh? Like, I know them. I've had cousins that have come over from the islands and act the same way, not do the same things, but act the same way, you know, and just not realize that it's not like that over here. It's, you're not the toughest guy in New Zealand, bro, when you get here from the islands. That's how they think. It's seriously, that's how they think. They just, it's just, I think they go through, eh? It's just once they realize, oh, nah, it's no joke. You don't just come to New Zealand and everything is handed to you. You were in the islands and it was hard and no one cared, and New Zealand had all the free money and easy life here. It's never like that, but that's how they kind of are, and that's how they come over. And that's why they come and they bring these rubbish ways of them, and no respect.
So you're saying they had no respect from the islands?
Bro, that's the type of no respect that fobs bring with them, mate. Because they know, you know.
All of us, did they just change up? So
yeah,
as soon as
more
like
than
they
them,
leave,
more than the respect that I give my parents, bro. They're from the islands, bro. So they know 100 times more respect over there than what I know over here. You know, they know how hard it is and everything else that comes with it, like all that respect. And to come here and then act like that, that's just, bro, way out of line. That would never happen in the islands, bro. Never happen in the islands. You know, he would have like got 10 rocks to the face from, you know, the sisters, and
Got the
everyone
sapelu.
would have. Yeah, that just doesn't happen over there, bro. But over here, to come here, that's just goes to show, like, you think he's bad, eh? Like,
it's
they
so-
never wear a ourselves shirt again. Okay.
I think it's just unfortunate, eh? Like, just the look on the dad's face when he hit him. Bro, that was probably one of the worst things about it, is like everyone
Heartbreaking
commented
material,
on yeah, man, on just
like to see him like shocked, like this actually happened.
like my son just hit me.
Swanky, do you know if that was the father or like just the?
I don't think it's the father-son thing.
Oh, that's even worse.
I think it's just a youngin to an elder.
Oh, so
think
he didn't even. That's even worse, Sully. He didn't even know the man.
Yeah.
You didn't even know the guy. Well,
Yeah.
you probably did, but
And that's what I'm saying. So, like, you know, they come to the island with this mentality. They're like, they're untouchable. They're the toughest, eh? But they don't need to prove that. You know, they're like that, eh? You know. It's just, they just, like what this guy's saying. You know, they hear somebody who can.
Oh, bro, that was embarrassing,
Then they're
bro.
gonna go and try him, eh? You know, like that's just in Samoan. That's called being mimika, eh? And it's just really
Malo Valles, eh?
yeah, bro, straight up, and it's just real embarrassing, like, to our culture, eh? Fuck, it's When I saw that, I was disgusted, bro. And
we all were, man.
We spoke about this,
yeah,
and it was like, bro, hell no, like.
man, I must have missed whatever you guys are talking about when I lived in my cave. What happened to Joseph Bugger?
Oh, he got hooked in a club then, like a couple of years back.
Oh, well.
And it's the fob.
For no reason.
It's just the fob mentality, yeah. Like, oh, yeah, he can fight. Yeah, I can fight too, yeah. I was just like, go punch him. Like, bro. And then what? What are you going to get out of it? A big guy pool, bro. That's what you're going to get. Like it's fucking dumb. It's real dumb. And yeah, nah, it pissed me off that video. To be honest, I'm not those guys who's gonna say I'm gonna come beat him up, show me his fucking house or whatever. But if you're out there, you're listening, bro. You're stupid, us. Like, bro.
Embarrassing.
Fuck.
Yeah, you're embarrassed, man. Us. Now you
They're arguing about so is that even sorted yet, or do we know? Does anyone know?
Yeah, I think she's won, hasn't she?
Official.
I think so, last I checked.
Surely.
But I think Tui Lopez probably still being stubborn and still won't let her take office physically, but I think it's pretty much a done deal. I think they went to court recently, so it's been confirmed.
Oh,
Even following on from that, from the government change, and then hearing this professional, an advisor to the All Blacks or something, and how this is gonna the snowball effect of the new prime minister is gonna change for Samoan rugby or in sports in general, apparently, because he had his hand in
everything. Yeah.
everything. So there were people in the background actually part of like the Oceania board, and they were now in the FAST. Is it FAST government?
Party, yeah, fast party.
Yeah, FAST. Yeah, the FAST party. And now that she's taken seat, you're gonna watch these people actually change the direction of sports.
I hope so, bro. I hope so for the people
in education as well, because they have honestly they have people in this party that's actually got hands everywhere, but they're just waiting. They're just waiting, and now good for her, and hopefully the change does happen back in Samoa.
I hope so, man. I hope so. I hope for the people. That's all. Man.
Any change is good, hopefully, for Samoa. That'll be good.
Yeah. And the lady, I forget her name, but she was an advisor for the All Blacks, and just what she knew was that the rugby itself was a shambles, because money. It's when you get money given to the rugby itself, and they don't get half of that money.
Bro.
It's going to the it's not showing up. Now they have, I guess, government that's going to support, hopefully support a better outcome.
Yeah, hopefully, man.
Yeah, so the boys give up a lot of money to come back and play during the international season, because I think they still have to leave their European season or halfway through. So they're actually giving up money to represent their country. And then some of the stories you hear from the last World Cup, where they're like, some of the people were at the bar spending the money that was supposed to go to the boys. But yeah, those type of things, when you hear those type of stories, pretty sad. But so hopefully all of these changes come through will be good.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah. It's good to have a change. They've been in the government for over 40 years, I think. So change for the people would be good.
Man, it's funny how we've gone through that, and then you think about those other countries like fucking where that is real bad, where it's real corrupt. You think, fuck. You wonder why they escape those countries.
Yeah.
Like, we don't escape, we just move. But those guys escape. Like,
we're just lucky to be in country that maybe we see corruption in our government, but man, compared to people around the world, shit, this is probably the luxury life. But there's a comment from Josh.
Well, still doesn't mean to come here and be a dick.
Yeah, like that. I'm not.
Hey, Josh, he was attacked by two guys. A girl scratched Joe's face because was doing photos. Oh, what the? Oh, sure.
So that's Joseph Parker's.
That's as close as we can get to Joseph Parker.
And that's close. Can you ask him to read his messages? Invite, please.
Can you ask him to unblock us?
That's right. I'll go see Auntie after.
My Lord Josh.
Oh, Joshy.
Shout out to Josh.
Yeah, that we can definitely try and get Mike King on, and we'll try and reach out because he all of the stuff that he's done in the last couple of weeks, man, been pretty awesome.
King Andy, eh?
Yeah, man. Giving back his title as well. Was it knighthood that he gave back?
Knighthood, yeah. In the Order of Merit or Merit of Order thing.
Yeah.
Must be hand in hand with the knighthood. What 500 mil, Law? Law, what are your thoughts on the 500 mil haul police pulled in? Where's the money going to? I don't know, man.
Yeah, here in New Zealand or what?
That's all going back to evidence. 1 mil is missing, divided through the cops. Divided amongst the ranks. If you know, you know.
And share with us, please. Let's go. All right. So it has happened, yeah. We'd have to read up a bit more about that law. We don't want to say our cousins have taken off with their money, but we'll come to that time of the show, fams, where we end off with advice or tips or anything that you can take away. We'll start off with Swanky.
When we brief, be kind. Just be kind. Never know what someone's going through, or what their days, or being hard, or whatever. You know, just be kind. Little amount of kindness might go a long way for that person. Might be the point of change of the day. You know, might be from bad to good. Just be kind.
Charles.
Nice, Swanky.
I'll go next, and then something that I think will be good to take away today is a comment earlier saying how deep is deep, and we all kind of agreed. There's no point in a situation where someone's coming to you and laid everything out in front of you. You become that person, that ear, that shoulder, whatever they need in that situation. Just to listen. You could say you have a job to do in that situation if someone comes with to let it all out, get really deep and personal. So you have to think about it. You now have a job to listen and hopefully point them in the right direction or give them the help they need professionally, and you may be the help in that specific time. Yeah.
Charles?
Ciao, Tezza.
On to Mafiuso.
Oh man, for me, I think for me this week will be that the whole how do you ask somebody if they're all right, and it's as simple as are you okay? I think asking that simple as question, and then just listening, keeping it simple. Are you okay? And then listen. That's all the. That's something that's real simple that everybody can do, no matter what age you are. But yeah, it could be either very effective or life changing for somebody. So yeah, I'll leave everybody with that tonight. Ask the question: are you okay?
Yeah, sure, Muffy. I think just to build on and finish off on that as well, just sometimes the people might not even be looking for advice. They might just be looking for an ear, and just a space to be able to talk to somebody. And so they might not necessarily be looking for recommendations or advice on how to get better. And it might just be here's my situation, just be aware of it. And it might just that's what it might be that they're looking for. You never know when you might be the last stop. So always, even if it's just 5 minutes, just be there and like Buffy said, just might just be listening that they're after. So that's me.
Sure,
boys.
All right. Before we end the show, again, we like to thank our sponsors. So thank you to Bossman and the sponsors at Mas Familia. At Mas Familia, always, if you're after something to cover your face, especially public transport.
Public transport.
In and out. We're being in and out of COVID.
Yep.
Hey,
and you're
look
required.
at that. Look at that. Different colors, different themes.
Sharp boys.
Look at that.
Yeah, you are required to wear a mask, and it is, you
Cater
should
to
wear
the kids. Any
There's my
theme
Mickey
there.
Mouse one. Let's go.
Shadows.
And they also do maybe custom designs if you have anything. But at the moment, this is what they have. Message them, come through, and you'll see all the amazing masks. So thank you to our sponsors at Mas Familia, the big boss man. I'm Tezza, by the way.
So we can second.
Mafiuso.
Yo, Lance. Catch you.
Short chat.